everybody, name is CoolCat3020. I'm your variety streamer on Twitch. Also, I do stuff on YouTube. It's great. It's awesome. But that's not what I'm here today. We're going to be doing a little bit of a tutorial for Thankmas. Thankmas is a charity event that happens every year, hosted by Jacksepticeye. Jacksepticeye has been doing this for now 5 years, and now for this year and the previous year, he's been raising money for the World Central Kitchen. I'm going to do this little bit of a tutorial video to kind of show you, one, how to do your own Tiltify campaign by setting up your account, two, how to join and make that campaign, and three, if you want to, you can kind of join in and hang out with mine if you have no idea. I'm kind of building a community for those who are just trying to make content, and I'm going to try my best to help out. So, I'm going to do my part by showing you how to do it. So let's just get started. Well, first off, pull up whatever preferred web browser you like to use. I'm going to use Google Chrome. You're just going to go ahead and type in Tiltify. There we go. First result on Google. Tiltify, made for fundraisers. Tiltify is a wonderful campaign setup for donations and everything else for charity events. They do so many things on this website. You can raise money for Project Hope, Sick Kids, the Trevor Project, Make-A-Wish, and of course, World Central Kitchen, which we're going to be raising money for. So, if you already have a Tiltify account, super easy. Just sign in. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Sign in there. And if you're one of the cool people who have it linked into your Google or that, then you're better off. Way to go. If you're not, go to that same corner like we just did there and make an account. It's super easy. It just takes like 2-3 minutes. If you want to start your own campaign, you can start fundraising just right here. Hit that button right on the front page. Find what you want to raise money for. In this case, we're going to go Thankmas. And it's the first result here. You can do that and raise money for Thankmas directly, and you can do it as your own individual campaign, whereas you and you alone are going to be doing your thing and setting it up. And just because you're doing your own thing does not mean you have to do it exactly alone. You could actually be a part of another team, which I'll get to later on. Or if you want to take it upon yourself to do something interesting and cool, you can make your own team, get your own content creators around to make stuff and raise money as a big pot for it. I myself am going to be doing it as part of a team campaign, but let's say in this case you're going to be doing it as your own. Let's go ahead and hit the individual campaign button here to select it, and actually just right below here it says support an existing team campaign, add your total to a larger campaign. If you're doing that, make sure you hit that. Let's say we're making our own, we're going to continue, and let's call it test, because, well, I'm not going to actually make it, but it's something for you. Campaign description, I'm raising for World Central Kitchen. Super awesome. If you want to edit your campaign link to have a different URL so that you can give it to other people to share and give to others, you can do that. Super easy. Hit the edit, test. How about we have that for the URL? Whatever. We'll hit continue. Add a live stream, video, or image. So when your campaign is shown up, you'll see a lot of different things, and this determines what things are shown. So if you select the image here, they'll have the cause suggested image, which is pretty neat because you don't have to worry about like making a graphic. You can just, you know, select and check the box there and you're good to go. Or if you're creative enough, you could make an image here. You just have to make sure, or not make sure, but you know, probably recommend you use the sizing that's there, the 1280 by 720 pixel image. As we scroll down here, you'll have a YouTube video, which you can use the cause video here, which is made by Jacksepticeye and everybody else for Thankmas. You can do that there. I myself, I'm one from Twitch, so I'm going to hit the live stream button. This is just a video itself that will showcase to your campaign, where these will be your live streams. We'll hit preview, and it will show up. It'll show that I'm offline because I'm offline. But if you ever want to catch me online, check me out. It'd be awesome. And then when you're done with that, you get to select what media to display on your campaign page. You may amend this at any time through your campaign settings. I am going to put live stream because that's what I'd like to have for that. I'm going to hit continue. And then add your campaign goal. What are you going to set for the goal itself? Super easy. However, you can change it if you need to. So let's say an instance you put, you know, $1 million in there and you go, whoa, we got to lower it down a bit. You can change it before the campaign is published. I'll get to that in a little bit. But let's say for this, let's just be modest. Let's just keep it low. Let's keep it at the minimal, and we'll see it, set it there. We'll hit that. So then it can bring us to our campaign summary. So we'll have your campaign is now ready to be created. Please review the details before creating to ensure everything is correct. You'll have your cause, you'll have the event name, you'll have the campaign, which I named this test for this occasion, the campaign link, and then the campaign goal. Please note, after creating your campaign, it still needs to be published before donations can be received. If you hit create, it's not going to publish it. That's why it has this create and publish for that. So if you don't want to do any additional things to it, then you can just hit create and publish and you're good to go, baby. You can just go ahead and start raising all those sweet little bills for all the people for the World Central Kitchen, or for any campaign, really. That's super cool of you. You're doing a great job, by the way. But let's dig a little deeper, right? Let's go to create. Once we go to create, we got a whole nother page here, right? We've got the overview, which has the published campaign, but you can also add a schedule for when you are going to be doing the content that you're going to be doing for this. You can add incentives, like more or less, don't think of it like a store, but think of it like a store, where you will have ideas of, like, maybe, how about a cookie, you know? Let's add a cookie in there, and let's say that cookie is $5. One chocolate chip cookie, there you go. And then you will have maybe a limit to how many you want for that. You can set a maximum allowed per donation. You can even set the time frame of when it's available to be set for a reward. You can add an image. You can add shipping. You can even ask a question. Do you even like cookies? Which if someone gets that for a reward, then that'd be a little weird, right? But then you can save the changes and that's there. And these rewards will show up on your campaign page. So if people look at it and go, oh my gosh, this person is raising money for this, I'm gonna give like $10, and I could select a cookie as that reward. It's super cool. Anytime you make a reward or anything, you need to make sure before it's shown on there, you need to hit the activate. Because if you don't do that, then it ain't gonna show on there, and you're gonna wonder, why is this not on there? You need to make sure you do that. And you can keep adding rewards as much as you can. Now, if you're more of a veteran doing this on Tiltify, then really you're not needing to watch this, but you can always import your rewards from like previous campaigns, which is super slick. I love it, especially because if I'm using the same stuff from before, or just like a element or two, I can use some of those rewards and it's less work. Explaining other things here, we have milestones. Milestones are the stepping stones to maybe your goal. Let's say I eat a hot pickle for one of my milestones. What that means is, as your goal of $100 that you have, let's say I made it that milestone at $25. Once the community has raised $25, I will eat a hot pickle. I will just do that, or I'll go for a mile walk, or I do something there. It's more the incentive to kind of drive and say we're showing the progress and we're doing the thing. Also, let's take a look at polls. Polls is a great way to add a little bit more variety to your stuff. If you are familiar with Games Done Quick, Awesome Games Done Quick, they are a great community of those who are doing speedrunning. And you'll see some of those people who will do raising money for various causes. But one of the things they do is they do polls. And with those polls, they'll say, like, in this run, I have X thing happen, or I use X weapon or X gun in a game. This is where you kind of see that. So, like an example, if we go to the screen here, what toppings can I get on should I get on a pizza? And we'll do pineapple, we'll do onion, and you can add more options. There we go. You can save the changes, activate it just there. You can have some creativity that way. I have done it in the past where I've seen that as an option where the top like 2 or 3 get picked, and then of those like pizza things, and then the rest goes away. So really good to have people like fighting war of like what kind of pizza that you would have to have on a pizza. And there you go. Targets. Targets are time-sensitive fundraising goals. They're super cool to add urgency to what you are trying to do. I'm going to create a target, let's say, for this instance, honestly, that same concept with pizza, right? Let's say if I'm doing like a 12-hour stream and I want to raise money up to a certain point to get us to say that I have to eat a pineapple pizza. I don't like pineapple on pizza, so how about we do this? So eat a pineapple pizza. Let's make that for $100. And then you can have the date and time for when you need to have it done. Let's say we'll have it at 8 p.m. on this day, and we'll do that. And you activate it, and you're good to go. Awesome. You're on your way to making some great changes. You're doing great so far. I'm proud of you. Let's go back and look at our overview here. So we have everything here. schedule wise, we can add a schedule, we can add incentives, we can add media, which we kind of did that with the setup. Donations on the side here, you'll see all your donations here as what's going on, like who's donated to what. You can download it as a Excel sheet if you want to do that. Whoever's done incentives will show up on here. Super cool. Messages, any messages you get will be sent here. Ta-da, there you go, easy. Digital fitness, if you're into fitness at all, you can set everything here to do that. So let's say you are going to be doing a mile like jog or walk for certain donations. You can kind of record that within here. It's super cool. There's connections, there's all sorts of stuff in here, or you can just add it manually if that's your kind of thing too. Overlays, if you're into OBS, doing stuff on there, you can create an overlay to add cool elements to your campaign. It's super cool. They have bars here to show the status. So you can show your raise, your goal, where it's at in the progress bar, the name of your campaign benefiting the cause, and then who your top donator is or your recent donator is. They also have this event list, which shows the list of things that are showing there. Let's say 3 people donate. It will show that or less depending on how you want to set it up on the side. There's a QR code, which is really cool and unique. QR codes are actually, they cost money to keep operating. So to have a QR code last as long as the campaign goes is really cool. So thank you for that. And I'll show you how to download that for use for other creative tools as well. And then also you have your alert box. You can set your alert box to whatever you want. Let's say I have this here GIF, let's say World Central Kitchen, right? For here, and you can select all sorts of stuff. I'm going to select this one. It's one I'm going to use myself. And then you can select what kind of thing you want. And then, yeah, you can do all sorts of stuff. Once you're done, you can save your changes. If you need to test it out, you can test it out here. So if you do this, let's say we have 25 people, or 25 people, sorry, $25 donations from 3 people. We'll send that out. There we go. So good way to test it and good way to show that it's working. And then if you're into it, you can add members back to the side here. Go to roles. You can add members to your team to help those who are helping you. You can have someone be a coordinator so they can edit some things for you, manage incentives, moderator access to help make things work, as long as you add their email address. And yeah, you're good to go there. So now that you've done all that, you could very well, in fact, publish the campaign and you're good to go, baby. You're doing it great. You're doing it on your own. You're raising money for a great cause. But what if you want to do it as part of a community? Like you and your buddies are together and you go, hey, let's all do this together. I got you. So you're in an individual campaign to support an existing team campaign, add your total to a larger campaign. Very much the same thing. Just make sure you hit that and then select whatever. If you want to do it for mine, this is mine right here. TIC X WCK. And if you search, you'll find the Thankmas 2023 charity project, which I'm going to be posting and hosting myself. And if you do support it, if you do want to do that, my setup for that is if you get first place, you get $50 for Steam or PlayStation or Xbox or Nintendo. Second place is 25, third place is 10. So you could do that if you want to, or you could do your own, and no one would stop you. You can select team-based campaign here. Use your existing teams to allow others to join your efforts. Every team member creates their own campaign, and all totals add to the team goal. You can do that. You can create a new team. You can have your own. I already have an existing team with the International Council. I will select it. I will put my own stuff in here as to what I want this team to be named for this event. And then once I do all this setup here and have everything good to go, hopefully this helps you. Hopefully this clears up any questions that you might have. If you do have any additional questions, 2 ways to best do it. You can leave a comment down below, like, hey, I don't know how to do this part, or things are acting weird. You can just leave a comment down below. Super awesome. I appreciate you for that. Also, you can join my Discord. Discord will be linked down below in the abouts for that. And if you like this video, feel free to subscribe. That's why I'm going to grow on here. That's what I heard. Hit the bell, hit the like button. Regardless of what happens, thank you so much for doing the things that you do. You're awesome. You're great. Doing things for charity is awesome. And you're better for it. So thank you. And stay cool out there.